Serena Williams' husband did the most nice, nastiest read on this man on his show. He came to his show and read him for filth in the most classiest, nicest way.
All I'm gonna say is coming.
Some marriage advice for me. Let's get into it.
Knows her and Drake were together at one point in time.
Right.
And it seemed like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
RC's, what Stephen A is saying, if he was in that situation and now he's married, he's not allowing none of that's happening.
Hold on, no.
That's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Go ahead, RC.
Stop it. Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
If you with Serena Williams, you gonna be a kept man anyway. Don't start that.
Really?
You ain't gonna run the house. You're not gonna wear the pants.
You know what?
You sure about that? Question?
Hold on.
RC's hilarious. He said you're going to be a cat man.
Ohanian. Yeah.
Okay.
I think Alex is doing pretty well. You know, he found Reddit. And he saw Reddit for a good chunk of change. I think he okay.
Yeah, he got.
Like I said, I know Alex.
Hold on. Dio got something to say. Dio got something to say.
Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me, right? Or
Well, you know what? Listen, I did it. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but I
was hoping you were going to be here.
I am not qualified. Married? Right. Oh no, not me. Well, I ain't qualified, my brother. I'm not qualified.
I was going to ask because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No, Stephen.
No.
Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies. The reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies.
Yeah.
So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice.
Then we'll talk marriage advice later. I've been 13 years strong. We got you. Alexis.
I love it. Now, this is how you check somebody in a professional, nice, nasty way. I'm here for it. Now, if you know me, you know my channel, I'm not the biggest fan of Stephen A. I feel like he is, I don't know, he just a clickbait. He got something to say, whatever, but this ain't about him. This is about Serena Williams' husband, Alexis Ohanian. Now, I'm here for it. I'm here for the way that he classily, if that's a word, checked this man. He said, oh, well, are you married? No. Why you giving advice? You have some kind of advice to give to my face? No. Now that man, Stephen A, had all the smoke. He had all the smoke when he was with the dudes talking shit, blah, 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 blah. But when the man came to his face and was like, oh, I thought we were here to talk about marriage. You had a lot of stuff to say when I wasn't here. But now that I am here, say it with your chest, say it to my face. And he starts stutter. He starts stuttering. He didn't say it with his chest. And I don't respect that. Don't get on the show talking shit about nobody because the people are not there. Here's the thing. I would respect it if you said it with your chest, behind their back and in front of their back. But when this man, white king, if you will, came to you with his suit on and said, I thought a real nigga said something, that we know he say that. I'm going too far. But at the end of the day, I love how he checked Stephen A, because Stephen A is one of those men who have a lot of opinions, a lot to say, and they do not be backing it up. And he furthermore, even when Stephen A started stuttering, he furthermore said, oh, well, you're not married. And, when I give advice on stuff that I know. I'm over here building Fortune 500 companies. So when I'm talking and I'm giving somebody advice, I give advice on the stuff I know. So now that we have defined who should give advice, who shouldn't give advice, now that we define who should give advice on what topics and what subjects, and who should give advice, who should not give advice on what topics and what subjects, now that I've set that record straight in the most nice, nastiest suit on classy way, now what you got to say? And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. my conversation with Serena about Serena Williams and the skin bleach of it all, the blonde wig of it all, probably hasn't been the most, it's not negative because it's all in love. Okay. It's all in love. But now I might understand why she got this man. I never really understood what the allure was about Alexis Ohanian. I thought he didn't really have, I knew he had a job. I didn't know he was building Fortune 500. I don't even know why he was on. Oh, he's the Reddit co-founder. I forgot about that. So he got money. He got long money. Now I don't know why the Reddit co-founder was on First Take, but I digress. It makes me look at him different. Now, this is black, white, green, yellow, indifferent. This is what we want when we say we need to feel protected by our men. Now, how would it have looked if Alexis would have got on that TV show and would have just ignored the basically the shit talking that Stephen A. just Stephen A. was talking about his wife? He would look like a punk, but he did it in his own way. He got the point across. He said what he had to say. And he dropped his mic. And I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it.
Atlas NYC 2-night event in New York. Incredible. Can't wait to watch. I'm looking for a Tiffany's crown. Appreciate you, Alexis.
Appreciate you.
Now, in contrast, I want to look at how he talks to Jay Williams when they got into it on a less serious sports issue.
Sitting up here on national TV absolving Kyrie Irving of every decision. I'm not going back and recounting every decision. I'm just saying how it's interesting to me. It just carries such a bigger momentum, in particular with you, more so than anybody else.
Jay, you know what? What I would ask you is do me a favor. Stop telling us what you find interesting and just tell us what you feel.
No, my job is to be interesting.
You say I find it interesting. You always say that. Say what you're saying. What are you saying?
What did I just say?
What are you saying?
What am I saying? I just said what I'm saying, Stephen A.
Which is?
And I'm not allowed to say what I find interesting.
Of course you are.
But once again,
I invite you on the show to say what's interesting.
He thinks you're too preoccupied with Kyrie, too hard on Kyrie.
Did I mention Kyrie Irving last week before he demanded a trade? We were talking football. How many times have I mentioned Kyrie Irving over the last few weeks?
I don't seem to be the one being triggered right now.
Well, I'm always triggered.
No, you're not.
Oh, yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you are not.
Okay.
I've seen you. I watch your show every day.
So what? Are we talking about Kyrie or is this personal?
It seems personal.
I don't want it to be personal.
What seems personal?
It seems personal for you.
For me with Kyrie?
Yes.
You
1,000,000%.
You of all people with all the interest you have got the nerve to sit here in national television and tell me I'm getting personal with a player?
Now,
I don't lose no
say
sleep.
That, this is a little bit different. I think this is a sports conversation. Listen, I'm not into sports like that. If it's not basketball, if it's not LeBron, if it's not the Lakers, messing with it, honestly. But Stephen A. stays talking shit. I feel like a part of his job is to talk shit. A part of his job is to be entertaining. But I think that he says a lot of controversial things. There was some topic that he was talking about recently, and I want to say it was about a black woman, but don't quote me. But it's something about Stephen A. that just grinds my gears. I do feel like, based on what this video is showing, did he get punked by Serena Williams' husband because he's a white man and maybe he was a little bit scared? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Now, I don't want to start that. I'm sure that's not the case, but at any rate, shout out to Alexis Ohanian, aka Serena Williams' husband, for politely checking Big Mouth Stephen A. Now, Stephen A. don't come for me, child. At the end of the day, I know you got a job to do, but you open your mouth too much. Now, let's just kind of back up here, because just to make sure that we're on the same page, originally, Stephen A. was saying that Serena Williams had no business up there crit walking on the Super Bowl halftime show, seemingly against Drake, and Drake is her old boo. And so he was basically saying that, my wife would have never been up there crit walking. If you want to be with him, you should be with him. That's really stupid. That's really stupid. They're from the same area. She's up there. It is what it is. But I'm just really glad that Alexis Ohanian checked him, and he looked like a fool, honestly, y'all. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like Stephen A. just be doing the most? saying the most? And do you feel like Serena Williams' husband did the most nice, nastiest read on this man on his show? He came to his show and read him for filth in the most classiest, nicest way. Let me know your thoughts, y'all, and I will see you on the next episode.